Hey guys, welcome to our Daytime in the RPG by my new internet best friend, Marcus, and we're playing with the West Coast OSR crew, which I would love to hear more about. I just found out about. We've got a lot of them representing. But if you don't know, there's a phenomenal OSR and RPG scene in Sweden. There's a ton of different places that it's popping up in Europe, but Sweden is one of the hotbeds with things like Night Yeast and other resources coming out of Stockholm Cartel and other different amazing resources. And I love them. I love the visual look of them. I love the crunchiness of them. And Marcus posted this up a few weeks ago on the Minimalist RPG Facebook group that we're both a part of. And I said, can we hop on and stream? And he quickly found a bunch of other people who were interested in playing also too. So we're gonna play it. I don't know if is this the first playthrough of the game? Have you got a chance to play with anybody else yet?
No, it's not. This is the first ever playtest of Down We Go.
You guys are
So
watching
fingers crossed. Hope everything goes well.
You guys are watching OSR history happen live right here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna whip around in just 1 second and have people introduce themselves. As always on +1 streams, we have a couple of safety rules in effect. Just X card if anybody needs to pause, go back if there's something that's distracting or needs clarification, or someone's uncomfortable, they can do that. We have lines and bails in place. If anybody has any that they want to add to that, or if we need to add them as we go, we can absolutely do that also too. But we're just going to go around and let everybody introduce themselves. If anybody needs to get out from the stream for some reason, that includes you watching out there. Hi, Alex. Just go to the restroom. It's fine. It's fine. Come back. Take your phone with you. Whatever you need to do. We won't know. If any of us need to get up for a reason, we can do that also too, because we're all adults. But we will take a couple of breaks in the stream, at least one, about an hour in, and either I or Marcus will call that, and then we'll be back a couple minutes later after we've had a chance to take a break. So with that said, I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves. Let's start out just with Katya. Katya, or actually, I don't have any. I'm going to pronounce names badly the entire time. Just FYI, because I'm a arrogant American. But
Katya is fine.
Katya, okay. Go ahead and tell us who you are, how people can find you, and why you're excited to play today.
Right. By profession, I am an astronomer. I'm also more or less a full-time gamer and geek. And I'm the newest in the West Coast OSR crew. I found these guys after having participated in one of their CryptCon events. And I really suck at introducing myself. If you want to find me, I'm on Twitter as my handle is the Egg Hunter, and I go by the same name on Facebook. But don't ask me why, because it's a really long story.
Now everybody wants to know why. That's all anybody's going to be talking about in the chat. We're just going to keep on moving over to Snarl, real name undisclosed. Is it Tobias? Is that?
Yeah, it's okay. Tobias. What to say? I work as a butcher and play RPGs in my free time. Doesn't write too much. I wrote something for the second issue of Night Yeast, and I joined these guys to help host OSR conventions. Started playing OSR about 2 years ago and fell madly in love with it.
Very cool. I love it. All right, and I'll do me in a second, but let's go to Amarix, who actually I don't remember her name also too. So go ahead and introduce everybody to me and to everybody else.
My name is Jörgen, or Jörgens in America. The soap brand is closest to my name. Well, at least I think I initiated this West Coast OSR by asking the wrong question on a forum, and then I met the other guys and we started with this thing. But I have played when I was quite young, and I picked it up again a couple of years ago with these two guys. I write some RPG material under the Random Rambling Press, my website. And I'm very excited to try this new OSR game.
You guys know me. I'm at Tony +1EX or at +1EXP or at Tony Vicinda across all social media platforms. We are a brand that multi-classes in beard and skincare alchemy, tabletop game design, and the Bardic College of Content Creation. We do play a lot of OSR and indie games on this channel. If you want to follow us or if you're watching us later on YouTube, we'd love to have you subscribe. We do a mix of actual play and then very short reviews. So a zine or higher length system will be like a 7-minute review, and then minimalist systems will be 1 to 2 minutes with about 15 seconds of totally unnecessary B-roll of us just taking a picture of a couple pieces of paper for like 15 seconds. It's great. And we're excited to play Down We Go. I love OSR stuff. I think a lot of people think OSR is very intimidating when actually it's very simple and straightforward, and that's one of the things about it. It puts the emphasis on player creativity and ingenuity more so than just really thick mechanics or character abilities. So I'm super excited to play this, but let's have our last streamer introduce themselves. Game designer, Marcus. Marcus, tell us a little bit about who you are and tell us a little bit about Down We Go and why you wanted to create it and what we're about to do.
All right. Hey guys, I'm Marcus, just like you said, and I've been playing RPGs since mid 80s, I would say. Started out with Swedish RPGs, Drakar och Demoner, and been playing ever since with no breaks, really. And I found the OSR genre about, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, maybe 5 years, something like that. And I couldn't really get my head around it at first, but it seemed very appealing, and I tried to DM it, I tried to play it, and I read a lot of blogs, a lot of OSR game systems, and finally I think I got my head around it. You'll be the judge of that after this session. But one thing that's been going around in my mind for quite some time is that I wanted a system, I know they're all pretty minimalist, but I wanted a system to be really minimalist. Something you could just pull out of your jacket and say, okay, a regular session got canceled for some reason, someone didn't show up, so hey, let's play this. And you should be up and going with characters and a complete dungeon adventure in about 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. Yeah. That's it, I guess.
Awesome. Well, we are excited to play. I'm looking forward to it. I love minimalist systems also too. I love OSR systems. Yeah, and I love you basically built what a lot of people might think of in like PBTA systems as like, you know, maybe an 1/8 of a page playbooks, very simple, very direct, which leaves plenty of space for fun role playing and interpretation of how things can work in the world. But the mechanics are all very, very clear. I love the way you put this together. I'm excited to see how it runs. So I'm going to hand things over to you. And if you know, when we're ready to take a break, we can take a break and then come back and play some more.
Okay, cool. So the system does not have a game world of any kind. I'm just thinking that the DM that wants to lead it puts it in his or her game world. So we're just going to say that this world is a huge medieval-ish fantasy city. It's the biggest city in the world, as far as you know. And you are all characters who, for some reason, are down on your luck and have no money, and you need money. So the basic premise of the whole game is just to go down a dungeon, hence the name, Down We Go, and try to get out with as much loot as you can. So the characters we have for tonight, who will be going down, is Umrix, Nadarin, Snarl, and Thrag. And by the way, did any of you pick the contacts ability under Sneaky?
Shit, no, I didn't. Sorry.
No worries. Well, you've been hearing a rumor floating around in various seedy dockside taverns and everywhere around that one of the tombs in the big graveyard is supposedly haunted and filled with lots of loot. So we're just going to start you guys off at the graveyard. standing below a small hill with 2 small stone crypts on the top of the hill. And there's really nobody around since the place is supposedly haunted, and everything is a bit like vines are growing over stuff, and nobody really tends to this place anymore. So the 4 of you are basically standing in this very spooky, creepy graveyard. Sun is about to set, and on top of the hill, just maybe 30-40 feet up, is 2 small stone crypts, and they each seem to have a door into them.
Have we gotten any specific information regarding whether this loot is in a tomb or the crypts?
What's the difference between a crypt and a tomb again?
Yeah, it
A
depends.
tomb is
Well-
like a tomb. I mean, tomb's actually a broader term. A crypt is usually like a family plot that you could actually like walk into and would have like a couple, like numerous people buried there, whereas a tomb would be like typically one person. You might be able to walk in. It might actually just be the hole in the ground could still be used. The word tomb could still apply to. So crypts are
All
usually
right.
bigger, more
Well-
Yeah,
ornate.
All right. Well, this is like I'm thinking two small stone buildings, like 2 small mausoleums, maybe a better word.
right.
So 2 entrances, and you all know that the crypt is somewhere below, like in this hill, maybe. So you're guessing the entrance is, up there somewhere.
We should go and investigate them.
Definitely.
Yeah. So as you get a bit closer, you notice there are actually 2 entrances. Like one building has 1 door, and about 10 feet away from that, there's another small stone building with another door.
Are the doors the same? Is it like wooden doors or stone doors or?
They are wooden doors, and they look the same. Yeah,
They're closed.
they are closed. Yes.
Are the
Are they?
are there like decoration? Like is there stone work?
Not a whole lot. Very clean design. Not a whole lot, but it has like a small plaque right over the door. You can't
Does it say?
really tell what it says from here. You'll have to walk closer.
Right. Yes, I will walk closer, as I also want to check out if these doors are locked.
So you wanna like touch the?
Shit.
I want to check out the plaque first.
Live. He's back.
Yes.
Yeah. It just there's a name on the plaque. It says von Liechtenstein.
Mm-hmm.
And this checks out with the rumors you've been hearing. This should be the place, the crypt. The von
Okay,
Liechtenstein
this is-
family, yeah.
Are
Right
there
then.
plaques on both doors?
There are, yes. Same similar plaques on both doors.
So what do you reckon, guys? Right or left? Maybe we should
both
listen.
say von Liechtenstein?
I'm sorry?
Do they both have the same name on them?
Yep. Oh, and by the way, Katja, I didn't get back to you on the doors. They seem to be unlocked, actually.
Unlocked. Right. So I will go with the classic and listen. Put my ear to the door and listen if I can hear something inside there.
No, you can't. It's very silent. Yeah, you can't hear a thing, really.
I can hear a thing. Right. So, well,
Does
I
it sound so
suppose
haunted?
not
It
yet.
sounds very
Anyway.
haunted, yeah.
Right. Fine. As I do have the ability to remain unseen in the shadows, I will ask my friends to hold on and wait for a second while I investigate the inside. I will be hoping not to reveal myself if there should be anyone there.
I'm giving
right.
Nadrina a big thumb up.
So do you want to, there's not a whole lot of info right now before you open the door, but do you want to open the door to the left, little mausoleum thingamajig, or the right one?
The right one. And I will, of course, check the door carefully for any traps that might trigger when I enter.
Yep. No, there is nothing triggered as you pull the handle down, and it's the hinges are a bit creaky. So you open the door. It's very dark down there, but you immediately feel that the air down here seems to be very, very moist. And it smells like a damp cellar or something.
Okay. So, can I at all see anything inside here, or is it too dark?
It's you see a couple of stone steps leading downwards, but the darkness just hides everything from like a couple of feet away. It's very dark down here.
So it's just a stair leading downwards, and that's it.
Yep.
Right. Okay, guys. This is it. It's a staircase. Should we head down?
I pull up one of the torches and start to work it with my flint and steel to try to light my torch before I go down.
Yep, no problem. You now have a flaming torch.
Yeah. Here we go. Some light.
I'll save mine then.
Yeah, me too. Then you, as the torch bearer, should go first. Then.
I look very skeptical. It's like, okay, I
We got
guess.
your back. We got your back.
Okay, nice guys. Thanks. I know what happened last time. So I go down to the first step of the stairs and like try to light my way down to see if there is something.
All right, so you step down a couple of steps, and you see that the stairs continue down for at least 10 or 15, maybe 20 feet further. But you think that you can see some kind of stone tiled floor down there at the end of the stairs.
I think I see the bottom, guys. I will head down and see. So I proceed down the stairs.
Does it look safe?
I guess.
Okay, does everyone follow Umrix downstairs?
Yeah, I follow.
Yep.
Cool.
You go last.
As you approach the end of the stairs, you all have this feeling that it's very damp down here, and you can, as you go down the stairs, you can hear the sound of like water dripping, and you get down to the end of the stairs, and a big room opens up. There are stone tiles on the floor, walls, and ceiling. It's actually pretty big. It's about 30 times 30 feet or something. So your torch illuminates kind of the whole room. You immediately see that there are, on your right side as you come down, there are some alcoves, is that the word? With sarcophagi in them, like lying down. 3 stone sarcophagi. And you also hear a sound from, like, the room. If you step into the room, it continues down on your right side, so you can't really see all of the room. And some kind of shuffling sound coming from down to your right.
Hey guys, I think something is moving down here.
We'll make it stop.
I don't think I'm the right guy for that one.
What does it sound like? Shuffling sound. Is it loud, or is it more discreet, or could it be rats, or is it something larger?
It sounds like it's larger than a rat. Like maybe someone moving around very slowly, shuffling their feet very slowly.
Exactly where are we standing? Are we still in by the foot of the stairs, or have we? Are we in the middle of the room?
No, I'm thinking Umrix just barely stepped into the room, and the rest of you are pretty close behind him. Would that be a correct assumption?
Yeah, covering
so.
in the stairs.
Yeah.
Right.
Is there any doors leading away from the room?
There is actually, as you look around a bit more, there is a corridor, like someone with what do you call them? Like
Pickaxe?
a pickaxe. Yes, thank you. Like someone with a pickaxe broke the wall down and dug a corridor right next to the sarcophagi, and you can't really see down on your right side as the room continues down, where the shuffling sounds are coming from. So there might be something there, but not that you can see just yet.
So the sounds come from the crack in the wall?
No.
Oh.
The crack in
From
the walls,
the-
is it in front of us? Or is it, what
Yeah,
side is
yeah.
it? And then are the sarcophagi, are they on like the sides? Are they in the middle, or how are they arranged?
They're all on the right side of the room.
They're all on the right side.
So when you're standing at the stair, when you look straight ahead, you have the broken down wall with the corridor. To the right is 3 sarcophagi, and further down to the right, where you can't see just yet, are the sounds.
Okay.
Yeah, and something fishy about that. I suggest that we don't ignore it.
I agree.
Or it will just sneak up on us, and the rest.
Maybe we should flank it.
Yeah, I'll heft up my shield if somebody can give me some light and start moving that direction.
Towards the sounds?
Towards the sounds.
Yeah, I take up. I walk up on your right side there and heft my war mace, and like being ready. Hold my torch up high and the war mace in the other hand, ready for anything that comes out of the shadows.
I'm nervously gripping my staff with both hands, trembling.
I keep at the back with my bow ready. Distance weapons are great. So,
They are.
Yeah.
All right.
And this room is actually large enough to use a bow should it be needed. So, yeah. I'm behind you.
So Thrag, you walk into the room and turn to the right to see where the room continues, and Umrix lights up with his torch. You immediately notice that the room continues down for a bit, and you see 4 humanoid shapes. They seem to be standing with their backs against you, and they just kind of like slowly like moving in place like this. They're not going anywhere. They're just standing in place, moving their feet. 4 of them, and behind them you see another tore down wall with a corridor continuing. They don't seem to have noticed you yet. They don't respond to the light from the torch, and they don't seem to respond to the noises you've been making.
I raise my voice and I raise my voice and say, "Hey, you over there! What are you doing?"
Okay, I'm guessing you've all been kind of sneaky up to this point, but this voice.
I'm still trying to be sneaky, mind you.
Okay.
She's sneaking behind us.
Yeah.
Well, they all react to your words, and they all turn around, and you can see they look like desiccated corpses, zombies, basically. They're all dressed in kind of regal outfits, even if they are tattered, worn, and decaying. You can still see like this was probably the outfit of a wealthy person. 4 of them. They turn around very slowly and just raise their hands and start walking towards you. They do not seem friendly at all.
I'm going to cast smite on one of them.
Awesome.
Or at least
and
make that
smite
attempt.
does 3 hits.
Right.
Against 1 unholy target. And this is definitely an unholy target. So it's an auto hit. Do you care which one? They all look about the same.
Just for simplicity and tracking sake, I'll start on the left. And so.
All right, cool. Thank you.
No problem.
So Can you tell us what it looks like when your smite takes effect?
Yeah, so I point my holy symbol at them and mutter a prayer underneath my breath, and then all of a sudden a faint aura of light kind of surrounds me and then focuses down into the holy symbol and then comes out as a piercing arrow and hits this creature and it explodes. At least the
It
smite,
does, actually.
the smite
It
does. Whether the
explodes.
creature
You
explodes
just-
or not,
oh.
yeah. But
It does explode. You completely obliterate it. This light just consume it, and one second it's standing there, and 1 second it's just a cloud of dust in the air. So it exists no more. You smite, you smut, you. Yeah,
smote.
your smite worked perfectly.
That's something
Yeah.
for anybody watching.
One
so
down,
so
three
all
to
of our
go.
abilities are automatic. Like they just happen when we say we use them. We only roll for combat and for saves in this system, just so anybody's watching knows. And
Yep.
and certain times it's auto success and it's level times a day. So I can smite twice a day or use my other abilities twice a day. Correct?
Yep,
'Cause I have
that is
two in
correct.
holy. Okay, cool.
And I think we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative now, because that was kind of a surprise attack, but we're gonna roll initiative now. So just a simple D6. One of you guys roll.
6.
6, perfect. So that means you go first. Yeah, you go first. High is good.
Right.
All right, so guys, it's your turn, and on your turn you get to do one thing.
Well, I fire an arrow at any of them. The one who was standing next to the one that Thrag smote.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and roll a D20 plus bloodthirsty if you have any levels in that.
I don't.
So a simple D20.
Yeah, 16.
That is a hit.
Great.
And can you tell me what it looks like when your arrow kills this ghoul?
As I carefully have been aiming at its head, I can watch how the arrow practically splits its squishy skull in half. So there is brain splatters, some dark things that might be blood. I have no idea, but it doesn't look pretty anyway. So it staggers around for a half a step before collapsing on the floor.
Yes, exactly that. All right, so one more of them goes down. So, Snarl, what do you want to do?
I'll just back up to stand closer to the archer and then see what happens.
All right.
Mm.
So you just move back a bit.
Yeah,
And,
very mighty of me.
Umrix, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I look over at Frag and I like, ooh, that's nice. Look at me. And then I try to do my mystical missile towards one of the targets.
All right, the missile.
It does one hit.
Cool. What does this missile look like? Is it green, blue? Is it an arrow, a lightning bolt? What is it?
Well, it's a stream like a Patronus spell. It's in the form of a pig, a pink pig that goes out from my hand. And since I need my hand to throw it, I need to put my war mace someplace. I put it in my armpit, and I like to do the magical thingy with my fingers, and then I drop the war mace in the middle of it, and I try to reach down and take it, and then I accidentally fires off the missile towards the wrong target, but still hits some of them.
So a pink pig flies out of your hand?
Yeah, because the pig is the mystical creature that I like worship as a mystic.
Your totem animal. Awesome. All right. This pink pig just flies out and kind of runs in the air.
Does it make a sound?
Oink, oink.
Just hits this ghoul straight in the chest and kills him. He falls down.
Evaporate him.
Evaporates him.
Death by pig.
Maybe swallows him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It grows while it flies, and then.
Yep. All right. So just one of these ghouls are standing up. Thrag, what do you want to do?
I am gonna drop my holy symbol and pick up my mace. Did the one that Nadrin shot with the arrow, did it go down?
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah.
Dead. I'm gonna try to move and hit the one closest to me with my mace.
Yeah, you can just move up a couple of steps and hit it. So go ahead and roll a d20 plus any bloodthirsty level you have.
Nope. That's a 7.
No, there you miss it for some reason. Maybe while the pig is flying out of Umrik's hands, he moves the torch around, so the you don't hit it.
Okay.
You miss it. You swing in the air, and it's their turn. And I'm gonna go ahead and say that since Thrag did the last attack, I'm guessing you are closest to it. So he's gonna try to come at you. He raises his hand, and right before he tries to attack you, you notice he has pretty long claws, actually. Like when you get this close to him. So you can roll defense for me, d20 plus any eventual level in sneaky.
And any item, so like weapons, shields, anything in this system, they're all just set dressing unless the GM gives you some sort of mechanical benefit to them. So I have a shield, but I don't think it does anything. I did roll a 14.
Okay, you escape. He does not hit you. Maybe did you have a shield?
I do have a shield, yeah. So
yeah, so you just put your shield up, and his claws just claw away at your shield.
Okay, good thing I brought this shield.
It's you guys again. So it's you guys again. Right? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I fire another arrow at the remaining one.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
And that's 16 again.
Yeah, that's another hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Do you split the skull again?
Yeah.
All right. So he falls down. 2 of them with split skulls, and one swallowed by a pink pig, and the first one just obliterated. Everything turns quiet in the room. No more movement. Nothing except your heavy breathing. Yeah, what do you guys want to do now? So you have 2 ways out of this room, and you have 3 sarcophagi and 2 ghoul bodies dressed in regal outfits.
Yeah, I want to examine the outfits a bit closer to see if there is anything I do recognize.
Well, they are very tattered and old. Seems like they've been down here for quite some time, very long time. They look old, kind of. I mean, the fashion itself is out of date, so to speak. So it looks like something a rich person would have been wearing very long way back.
Is it worth any gold, maybe for antiquarian or something?
Maybe. I'm not sure. It's in very bad condition.
Are zombies a normal, like not like just walking down the street normal, but like are they a known capacity in this world, or like undead? I guess not zombies. Are undead a normal thing?
I'm gonna say I don't think any of you have. Maybe the holy character actually.
That's me. Yeah. So
maybe
like that's my question.
Undead,
would my character have an idea about what these things are? I think is what I'm trying to determine. And if the answer is I just decide that, that's okay. I'm just trying to that's the GM more so than a system question. Just as a GM, would my character know anything about the undead?
Not more than, I mean, you know that maybe dark magic exists.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't think you've ever met a necromancer or something, but yeah,
totally reasonable. That's I think that's the level of knowledge I was looking for. So I'll say a quick prayer over these bodies, which has no mechanical effect, but I'll say it nonetheless. And then So we should probably check inside of these. If there's dark magic that's causing the dead to rise up, we probably shouldn't leave any stone unturned behind us.
So that's reasonable indeed. But it was 4 undead creatures, and how many sarcophagi? 3?
3, yes.
Right. We should indeed check out these sarcophagi just to make sure that we don't have any prizes stabbing us in the back when we leave.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Okay, so you all want to check out the sarcophagi?
I want to see if
Yes.
the zombies has any jewelry on them. Check their pockets, check their wrists, fingers, neck.
No, you cannot find any jewelry on them. As you come closer to the sarcophagi, you all notice that it seems like their lids have been removed at some point and then kind of sloppily put back. So it seems like someone already opened them. So it seems.
Are they wooden or of stone?
They are stone. And they are
Right.
not decorated in any way. They are just simple stone coffins with a lid on, human-sized.
Yeah.
Should
You
we
guys want to open them?
I think.
suppose that we do.
Yeah, I think we want to open them, but I also think it'd be a good idea if somebody was. Maybe we don't open them all the way. Maybe we like try to slide the top down a little bit so we can just see either the head or the feet. I guess since we won't have a perfect idea which one it is.
And only one at a time.
Yeah.
Indeed.
All right, so you start with one sarcophagi, you slide the lid down a bit to see what's in there. And you see a skeleton head, a skull attached to a skeleton. It seems to be a human skeleton lying in there and dressed in equally tattered and decayed rags as the ghouls you just fought down. But this skeleton, the outfit does not seem so regal as the last ones. Just seems like ordinary clothes.
Okay.
Right.
Filthy servants.
Maybe.
I'm gonna sprinkle some blessed salt over this thing, just to see what happens, and then say a quick prayer for it to stay at rest.
Apart from it feeling good, nothing really happens.
Cool.
Do we want to check out the complete interior of this sarcophagus to see if there is anything else, like, for example, valuable stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's why we came down here.
All right. So you want to slide the lid completely off? There is nothing else in here. It's just a skeleton dressed in old, tattered clothes.
Fine.
Nothing else is in here.
We should put back the lid and move over to the next one then.
Put the lid back.
Yes.
Okay, cool. You slide it back.
Who knows?
And it's pretty much the same in the other sarcophagi you check. Sarcophagus. Just a skeleton dressed in normal clothes. Old, decayed. Nothing of value in there.
I'll do the same blessing for each of the skeletons.
Yeah. Somewhere in another dimension, your god smiles.
Good. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't look like there's anything useful, but it also looks like there wasn't anything particularly harmful either, which is good to know.
Okay, so what do you want to do now?
So we have 2 exits on the north wall. Is that correct?
We have,
No, it actually. Let me paint you a picture and show you real quick.
we have one like straight across from the stairs, and then one to the right as we came in.
Yeah.
And both of them are made with pickaxes. Or
Yeah.
there were no natural, or rather, there were no real doors in here ever.
No.
Did we go into
Interesting.
the left or the right?
Kind of like that. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, this is where you entered.
Ah, yes.
These are the
Mhm.
alcoves. This is one path leading north, and this is the path you couldn't see when you stepped in.
Mm-hmm.
Did we go on the left or the right tomb?
The right one.
We went to the right one.
I'm beginning to suspect that I chose the wrong entrance. As okay, there are openings here, but they have been made afterwards, after the crypt was built. So
Maybe they
I
lead
don't know.
into another crypt
Probably that would be my guess.
where the rich people are buried.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because these things, undead creatures, must have come from somewhere, and clearly not from this room. As the well, we've already found the skeletons in the sarcophagus. The sarcophagi, sorry.
So what do we think? Are rich people buried to the north or to the right?
I mean, I would guess to the right.
Yeah, I'll go for that one.
Cool. I hope you guys
Cool.
are right.
I take the lead into the right opening since I have the torch still.
All
burning
right.
Right.
Cool. You take the lead. The rest of you guys follow, I guess.
Uh-huh.
This is a pretty narrow corridor. You could only walk one person at a time. One person at a time. And it's very like sloppily dug out, and it turns north again after about 10 feet. And in a minute or so, you notice that it opens up into a stone tiled roof came from. And on top of it, you see about yay high, like a statuette of some kind. You can't really see what it resembles, but the water seems to be coming from this statuette, like pouring out of it down onto the floor.
Interesting.
Snarg, what do you... Snarl. Tharg, sorry. What do you make of it? It's some unholy shit here.
Oh yeah.
Do
Or
I
is it magic?
do I get any sort of sense of evil in the room?
Yeah, I think you do. Not evil so much as unholy.
Okay, so
Not necessarily evil, but definitely some kind of unholy stuff
something
going
that
on
makes
around the
me
statue.
uncomfortable.
Statuette. Yeah, yeah.
There's something unholy about the statue.
What does it look like? You who are standing closer, may you see it? Get a proper view.
I walk into the room, like up to the sarcophagus.
I'll walk next to him.
Oh, thanks.
All right. Actually, the both of you can just feel the hairs at the back of your neck stand up. This is very unholy. It resembles a like a fat toad of some kind, but it looks kind of human. It's more erect than a toad or frog would be. It has a wide mouth with lots of teeth in it, and big ears, and like from the mouth, eyes, and ears is water pouring down.
Is it a stone statue?
It is stone, yes.
Stone, right? And it's placed upon a sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Is it like okay? In order to find out, I need to step closer as well, which I do. And can I see, without touching it, whether the statue is attached to the lid of the sarcophagus, or if it looks like, rather than like someone has put it there?
It does not seem like it's attached to the sarcophagus. No, it has a little base below it, so clearly someone put it there.
Well, I have a distinct feeling that we ought to destroy this one.
Or sell it?
Well, do you want to carry it?
I
Be
have
my
a
guest.
So I have
well,
I want to actually take out the bottle of holy water I brought with me, or one of the bottles of holy water I brought with me, and I want to pour it over the top of the toad and see what happens.
All right. So as soon as the water touches the stone of the statuette, it starts shaking, and the rest of you can't hear this, but Thrag, you can hear someone screaming, very muffled and distant, like inside your head. It's not an actual sound, but you can hear it in your head. And the water seems to be like a faulty faucet. It starts spurting out randomly, and it starts shaking.
I pour my other vial of holy water.
Awesome.
Over the
No,
top
no,
of
you'll
it.
break it.
Well, it starts shaking even more, and as you continue to pour, all of a sudden it just cracks into 1,000 pieces and just falls down over the lid of the sarcophagus, and the water stops pouring.
I look sheepishly at Snarl.
Well, I guess we can eat some other week.
Yeah.
Well, to be
Glue
honest,
it
I
back
don't think
together.
anyone would want to buy this one in any way.
Better to eat another
Well,
week
it's
than to be
buy
eaten
everything.
today.
Hmm.
By the way, Jeremy Childry is watching. We're going to do a stream of his mothership setting on the 16th, but he says the hat with the elder symbol is sick. Just FYI.
Oh, cool.
But
So
did you
glad
see
you
Mothership?
recognized it.
Do what?
Cool. I love Mothership.
Yeah, he's got in February he's got a Kickstarter coming up, which I don't actually know how to pronounce the name for, but I'm going to call it Grondak. Jeremy, if you're still watching, phonetically spell it in the chat for me. But it's a dying planet with gangs and mechs on it. He's writing a setting for that for Zine Quest 3. So on the 16th we'll be streaming that, but it'll also be like
Cool.
3 or 4 a.m. your time. So wake up early.
All right.
Or watch it later, whatever.
Yeah. All right. So where do you guys want to go now? What do you want to do? You have one wide corridor heading north and one heading east. You can also see that the east corridor ends in a wooden door.
Yeah,
we
and
hear
we
something
also
from the
have
corridors?
this sarcophagus in front of us.
I'm sorry, Katja?
Right? Or did the sarcophagus also break, or is it still intact?
The sarcophagus is still intact, just the statuette broke.
Yes. Should we check this one out as well, or just leave it and proceed?
I think we
we
should check it out.
Fine.
All right. You guys want to slide it a bit open like you did last time and check
We
inside?
do our procedure.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Same procedure as last year. Skull. Skeleton head. Same as the other ones. Simple clothes.
That's disappointing.
Same process. Sprinkle salt, say a blessing. Also, it's his mothership setting is pronounced Gordnak. And so, but yeah.
Gordnak.
If there's nothing in it, then I think we can keep moving.
I'm sorry, Tony. What was? I didn't catch the last part.
Oh, I said I think if there's nothing in the sarcophagus besides the guy, we can keep on moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Something
So
about wooden door.
yeah, the corridor to the east ends in a wooden door, and you can't really see where the northern corridor ends.
Hmm.
I want to walk up to the northern corridor and see if I can hear something coming from it.
You walk up. You don't have to walk very far to notice that it opens up into a bigger room. You can't hear anything from there, and you can't really see what's in the room from here. You'll have to walk closer.
So I call for Umrix. Umrix, I need your sharp eyes here. It's a big room, it's dark, and I can't hear anything.
You mean you need my torch, right?
Yes, and yes, only your torch and not your muscles or weapons or anything like that.
Or whatever.
Personality or
I walk up to Snarl and hand him the torch. You go ahead.
Sure.
Wow.
Coward.
So I grab the torch.
pivotal moment right here.
Yeah, not trembling at all, and I'll walk in.
Okay. It's a rectangular room, and the entrance where you come in is like at the one of the short ends. You notice immediately a wide corridor down to your right that ends in a door. On the left wall, you see a dugout hole. Well, it actually looks like someone came from the other side into this room because there is debris on the right next to the hole in the wall. And further up, a door on your left, and some more alcoves with sarcophagi. 4 of them, to be exact.
Cool. So, guys, there are sarcophagi here.
Yeah, I before we examine them further, I would like to go back to that eastern door, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And just see if I can hear anything from inside. Also, I want to check if the door is locked.
All right.
Yeah.
Does anyone
Before.
want to accompany Nadarin as she checks out the door in the eastern corridor?
No, obviously not. I'll do it
All right.
myself.
I think the question is
Cowards.
I think the question is this: does she tell us she's doing this?
Yes.
Okay, you're not sneaking
have
off.
been,
I wanted to make sure.
No. I'll save my sneaking for other people. Right.
Yeah, the floor is wet here as well. Some of the water that poured down from the statuette seems to have ended up here. The door, you can immediately notice it like from the moist and the water, it's swelled up. It does not seem to be, you can't hear anything from in there. And it doesn't seem to be locked, but it seems to be like stuck in the frame since it's swelled up.
Yeah, as I am obviously alone here, I will not bother trying to open the door as it would probably be time consuming. Instead, I follow up on the others and see what they are up to.
All right, then Thrag, where do you want to go?
I'm gonna go check the sarcophagi in the room. So I'll start moving towards the closest one.
You mean the northern room where Umrix and Snarl
Yes.
are standing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. These sarcophagi are all closed. Like it doesn't seem like the first sarcophagi you encountered. It seemed like they were already opened. These ones seem like they have not been opened.
How many are there?
4 of them.
Was the last one, the one with the toad on top? Was it opened before us, or was it still closed also?
It was still closed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder about the layout of this place. With the previous room only had one sarcophagus, and obviously it wasn't someone important or wealthy or anything like that. And so it's this up to this point, it seems a bit random, all of it. How they place our dead, that is.
Yeah.
Could be totally random, yeah.
If we don't,
do you want to open the sarcophagus?
yeah, if we don't see anything, I'd like to go through our normal sarcophagus opening procedure. If some people will come help me with that.
Yeah,
all right.
I'll help you with lighting.
I mean, I can do the heaving if somebody else does the potential stabbing of things that are alive or that are re-alived inside.
Well, I do have a dagger I can stab.
Yeah, I walk up in assistance with my war mace.
So we'll start to open it up.
One of you guys can go ahead and roll me a d6 and tell me tell me what it is. Low is bad, high is good.
Yeah, but this is a 4.
A 4, okay.
Yeah.
You managed to slide the lid off very silently, and another skeleton, just like the last ones, is lying in there. Pretty simple clothes.
They had a lot of servants.
Yes. All right, but you actually had me roll a die here, so this must mean something.
I'm gonna sprinkle some salt.
I don't know. I could be messing with you.
I'm gonna sprinkle some salt over it and some holy salt over it and say a prayer.
Yep.
No, I was actually
your
going
god
to
smiles somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Katja.
No, I was just going to make a joke about salting the toad earlier, but we'll pass that now.
Okay.
So, it's a skeleton in simple clothes.
Yes.
Anything else?
No, this sarcophagus is empty besides the skeleton.
Is there anything unusual about this skeleton that I can tell from my position, or is it just like any other pile of bones that we have encountered this far?
You cannot notice anything peculiar about this skeleton, no.
Yes, still I have a bad feeling about this. What does Throg say? Does he have a feeling about something here? Does it feel unholy, Throg?
Do I have that same feeling of being disturbed as if something unholy is in this room?
You mean like you experienced with the statuette? No.
Okay.
Nothing unholy seems to be setting off your alarms in here.
Yeah, nothing
Otherwise,
particular
maybe
makes me feel. Do I feel has been disturbed here?
No.
Yeah, and so
Not more than you're a holy grave robber.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like other than us, nothing here is.
No.
I'm just
Nothing
making sure
besides
these
that.
good souls are laid to rest and that their valuables are put to good use.
Yeah, that's your mission down here.
That's right. I think we should go ahead and check the other 3 just to make sure.
Yeah.
I think we should slide the lid on top of this one again.
Yep.
Off. I thought that was in the procedure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The procedure is open the lid a little bit, make sure we don't need to stab it, say a prayer and a blessing, check the entire thing, slide the lid back up, I think is procedure, right?
Maybe we should change the procedure and just like when it opens, we stab it and then we check.
Yeah, or torch it, or just
Stab
I don't know.
first.
It's Umbrix who has a mace. I've heard that you can actually get pretty well paid for bone meal.
So you mean we can sell these bones?
I mean, we could crush them and you can
gotta
sell
grind
the
them up real
bone
good.
meal afterwards. Yeah.
One of
good-
you
it's
can
good
roll me
for
a
soup.
d6 again as you start to slide the second lid off.
I got it.
Yeah, it's not my turn.
I have 4.
Someone else.
I got a 4.
4?
Hmm.
Yep, cool. You slide it off, you notice another skeleton. Nothing special about it. Just dressed in normal clothes.
So next one.
Cool. Go ahead and roll me a d6.
Do these
I'll roll.
Do these sarcophagus
And
look the
there
same?
we got a 1.
The same as the other ones. Yes, they do.
They look
They
the
are
same,
very
yeah.
simple. No fancy artwork or anything.
I rolled a 1.
A 1. All right. Some small pebble or something seems to be stuck between the lid and the actual sarcophagus, so it makes a very loud screeching noise as you start to slide it down, even if you are careful. And you had a door right in this room. You had a corridor ending in a door, and the dug, the grave robber's way. Yeah, I spoiled it. And behind the door in this room, you immediately, right after the screeching, you hear metal rustling, someone maybe grabbing a weapon or something, maybe armor, you don't know, and a lot of feet moving towards your door.